Chosen ones, listen carefully. I want to ask you something that will not leave your spirit untouched. Have you ever wondered why your eyes carry a weight that others notice but cannot explain? Why people sometimes stare at you longer than usual, as if searching for something in your gaze, yet they cannot name it? Why, when you look in the mirror, it feels as though your own eyes are whispering secrets to you, mysteries from heaven that your heart cannot fully interpret? This is not imagination. This is not a coincidence. Your eyes are not ordinary. They are prophetic windows. They are mirrors of a divine vision that has been placed within you long before you were born. There is a reason the scriptures say, "The eye is the lamp of the body." If your eyes are healthy, your whole body will be full of light. Your vision is not only physical, it is spiritual. What you see, what you perceive, and what you discern is unlike what others see. You are able to look beyond appearances, beyond masks, beyond the surface illusions of this world. While others are deceived by glitter and noise, your eyes pierce into the truth. You see deeper, you see differently, because you were born with a gift that the world itself cannot contain. And in this very video, you are going to understand why your eyes, yes, your eyes, are the key to unlocking the divine mission over your life. Think about it. From the time you were a child, have you not noticed that people would sometimes avoid your eyes? They may feel uncomfortable because when you look at them, something in them is exposed. Their lies, their intentions, their hidden wounds, they cannot cover them in front of you. That is because your eyes are not only looking outward, they are vessels through which heaven itself looks upon the earth. You have always felt different, and that difference has not only been in how you act, but in how you perceive. Your eyes are prophetic windows because you were chosen to see in a way others cannot. And yet, the world has tried to dim that light. Society has tried to convince you that what you sense, what you see, what you discern is too much, too strange, too different. Maybe you were told as a child that you see things that aren't there, or that your imagination was wild, when in truth, your perception was simply sharper, keener, more awake than theirs. Maybe you were told you were reading too much into things, when in fact, your spirit was reading the reality beneath the surface. Chosen one, you are not crazy, you are not paranoid, you are prophetic. Your vision is a gift. Do you know why the enemy has tried so hard to attack your eyes? Why distractions, false images, and darkness have tried to blur your vision? Because if you ever truly understood the gift inside your eyes, you would no longer be deceived by illusions. You would walk with clarity. You would recognize false people instantly. You would discern hidden attacks before they reach you. And most of all, you would step boldly into your divine purpose without fear, because you would know exactly where God is leading you. That is why the battle over your vision has been so intense, because once your vision is purified, nothing can stop you. Listen to me, chosen ones. This is why you've always felt the weight of eyes upon you, why strangers have approached you and said things like, "There's something about your eyes. You look familiar. You remind me of someone." It's not coincidence. They are responding to the prophetic energy that radiates from your gaze. Your eyes are carrying light from heaven, and when darkness sees that light, it reacts. Some are drawn to it, and others are repelled by it. Some will feel comfort, peace, and truth when they look at you. Others will feel exposed, uncomfortable, even hostile. All of this because your eyes are prophetic windows, revealing what is hidden. The question you must now ask is this: what does heaven want me to do with this gift? Why were my eyes designed this way? Why have I been chosen to see differently? That is the mystery we are uncovering here. But I want you to lean in and truly receive this truth. You are not ordinary. If you were, you would not be here right now, listening to this message, feeling that tug in your spirit that tells you these words are not random. This message found you because heaven is reminding you of what you already know deep down. Your eyes are not just eyes. They are instruments of destiny. Think of every prophet, every chosen vessel in Scripture. They were not only given words, they were given vision. Ezekiel saw the valley of dry bones. Daniel saw dreams that kings could not interpret. John saw the revelation of heaven's throne room. These were not mere imaginations. These were prophetic visions given through eyes that were attuned to heaven's frequency. And you, chosen one, have been given the same gift. Maybe your visions come in dreams. Maybe they come in flashes of intuition. Maybe they come when you look into the eyes of another and suddenly know more than they are telling you. This is not ordinary sight. This is prophetic sight. And I tell you this, the reason you have endured so much confusion about yourself, the reason you have sometimes questioned your sanity, the reason people have misunderstood you, is because you were never meant to see the world as they do. You were meant to see through it, to see above it, to see beyond it. You were chosen to carry sight that comes from heaven itself. That is why your journey has been so different. That is why you often feel alone, because only those who are chosen to carry prophetic vision understand the weight that comes with it. But let me reassure you, you are not alone. Heaven has not abandoned you. In fact, heaven is drawing near to you right now, whispering to your soul, reminding you of your gift, awakening you to your purpose. And as we continue, you will begin to understand not only why your eyes are prophetic windows, but how you can embrace this gift without fear, without shame, and without confusion. Because the world may not understand you, but heaven does. And your vision, your sight, is not a curse, it is a calling. So, chosen ones, stay with me. Listen with both your ears and your spirit. Because by the time this message is finished, you will no longer doubt the power that rests within your eyes. You will no longer question why you see what you see. You will stand taller, knowing that your gaze is not only your own, it is heaven's light shining through you. Chosen ones, now that you know the truth about your vision, we must step deeper into the struggle you have faced because of it. Because it is not enough to simply say that your eyes are prophetic windows. You must also understand why those windows have often felt heavy, why they have brought you both clarity and pain, why they have made you different in ways that others cannot accept. There is a hidden battle surrounding your sight, and once you recognize it, the chains of confusion and doubt that have clung to your life will begin to break. Think back on your journey. How many times have you looked at someone and sensed something was off? But when you spoke up, you were dismissed, mocked, or told you were overreacting. How many times have you seen through the smile of a friend or the promises of a partner, and later the truth was revealed exactly as you felt it? How often have you carried the burden of knowing too much, seeing too much, sensing too much, while others around you lived comfortably in their illusions? This, chosen one, has been one of your greatest struggles. Your eyes were never meant to be blind, and because of that, you have often felt misunderstood, even rejected. The world praises those who conform, those who see only what is obvious, those who accept the mask and move along with the crowd. But you were not called to walk with the blind. You were called to see differently, and because of that, you have often walked alone. Do you remember the story of Jeremiah, the prophet who wept? He could not shut his eyes to the corruption of his time. He saw the coming destruction of his people, and though he spoke what God showed him, he was mocked, imprisoned, and ignored. His vision made him an outcast. His eyes, sharpened by heaven, became a burden in the land of the blind. And just like Jeremiah, you too have carried the weight of seeing what others cannot. It has not been easy, has it? Sometimes you wished you could unsee, that you could just live without discernment, without the whispers of truth that press into your spirit. You wanted to laugh and trust like everyone else, but something in you knew better. Something in you caught glimpses of darkness behind the mask of light. Something in you recognized the wolf beneath the sheep's clothing. And because of this, relationships that others thought were perfect, you could not enter. Jobs that seemed attractive, you turned down. Friendships that seemed harmless, you distanced yourself from. You have paid a price for your vision, and often you questioned, "Why me, Lord? Why do my eyes see what others do not? Why do I have to carry this weight?" Chosen one, the answer is this: because you were set apart. You were never designed to walk in deception. And yes, it brings struggle, but that struggle has a divine explanation. You see, the enemy does not waste his attacks. He aims for the area of your greatest gift. And if your eyes are prophetic windows, then of course the enemy will attempt to cloud them with lies, confusion, distractions, and pain. He knows that if your sight remains clear, you will expose his schemes before they even reach you. He knows that if your eyes stay fixed on heaven's vision, nothing on earth can manipulate you. That is why you have faced so much opposition. Think about the times when your sight was attacked. Perhaps you were lured by false appearances, someone who looked good but carried hidden harm. Perhaps you were blinded by emotional storms, unable to see the path forward. Perhaps your vision of yourself was clouded, and instead of seeing the powerful chosen one you are, you only saw weakness, flaws, and mistakes. All of these battles were not random. They were spiritual attempts to dim the light in your eyes, because once your vision is stolen, your purpose becomes harder to fulfill. But even in the midst of those struggles, your prophetic vision has never left you. You may have doubted it, you may have ignored it, but it has always been there, waiting for you to trust it again. That is why you are here, hearing this message. Because deep down, you know that your eyes were created for more than survival. They were created to see destiny, to see truth, to see through the illusions of this world, and walk in clarity when others stumble in confusion. And I know, chosen ones, that this gift has made you weary. There were nights you cried because you felt too much. There were mornings you woke up exhausted because your dreams revealed truths you didn't want to face. There were days when you longed to be normal, to just walk in ignorance like others. But that was never your path. And though the weight has been heavy, heaven has not left you to carry it alone. You are part of a long line of visionaries, prophets, and chosen vessels who all carried the same burden. Joseph dreamed dreams that made his own family hate him. Daniel saw visions that shook kings. John on the island of Patmos was given sights so glorious and terrifying that his words still echo today. And you, in your generation, are walking in that same legacy. The struggle you face is not because you are cursed. It is because you are chosen. The rejection you've endured is not because you are unworthy. It is because your eyes reveal what others want to keep hidden. The loneliness you've felt is not because you are unlovable. It is because not everyone is able to stand in the light of your gaze. But I tell you, chosen one, this very struggle is proof of your calling. If your eyes were ordinary, the battle would not be so fierce. If your vision were meaningless, the enemy would not work so hard to steal it. The intensity of your struggle is confirmation of the magnitude of your gift. So I want you to pause for a moment and let this truth sink into your spirit. You are not broken. You are not strange. You are not too much. You are prophetic. Your eyes are windows through which heaven speaks, and though the world may not always understand you, heaven rejoices over you. Your struggle has shaped you, refined you, and prepared you. The tears you shed over what you saw were never wasted. Every painful vision, every misunderstood discernment, every rejected truth has been forming you into the vessel you are now. And yes, it has been lonely, but remember this: you have never been alone. Even when others dismissed you, God saw you. Even when others mocked you, heaven honored you. Even when you doubted yourself, your angels were fighting for you. The struggle you face with your prophetic vision is not the end. It is the evidence of your destiny. Chosen ones, this is the hidden truth you must carry with courage. Your eyes are not only for you, they are for the world. They are the lanterns that will expose lies, reveal truth, and guide others who cannot see. And though the struggle has been fierce, you are still standing. And if you are still standing, it means your vision has not been stolen. It means heaven still has plans for you. It means your eyes are about to see glory far beyond the pain you've endured. Chosen ones, now that the veil of your struggle has been lifted, it is time to see clearly. It is time to embrace the revelation of your vision, because your eyes were never meant to simply observe. They were designed to reveal, to warn, to heal, and to guide. There are signs written into your very life that prove your eyes are prophetic windows, and I want you to recognize them, because once you do, the confusion you have carried for years will dissolve. What once felt like a burden will rise as your greatest power. The first revelation you must understand is this: when you look at others, you see their soul, not their surface. This has been one of the clearest signs of your gift. Others may be fooled by appearances, by titles, by smiles, but you have always been able to look past those things. Perhaps you've met someone who had everything polished on the outside, yet something in your spirit recoiled. You could not explain it in words, but you knew something was hidden. And later, the truth always came to light, didn't it? That was not a coincidence. That was your prophetic vision, your eyes discerning what human understanding could not. When this happens, do not dismiss it as paranoia. Do not allow others to convince you that you are being judgmental. Understand that your sight is spiritual. Your eyes were given the ability to read truth, to pierce through deception, and to see the heart of a matter before it is revealed. The second revelation is this: your dreams are not random. For many chosen ones, the prophetic gift flows most powerfully when their physical eyes are closed. Your dreams have often startled you with accuracy, with strange detail, with warnings that later unfolded in real life. Pay attention to this, because it is a sign of your anointing. The prophet Joel declared, "Your sons and daughters will prophesy, your old men will dream dreams, your young men will see visions." When heaven communicates with you through your eyes, it does not stop at what you see when awake. It continues in your sleep. That dream that showed you the betrayal of a friend before it happened, that vision of an accident you narrowly avoided, that recurring image of a door or a path, that was heaven speaking to you. Your dreams are part of your prophetic sight, and if you begin to honor them instead of dismissing them, your path will become clearer than ever. The third revelation is this: your eyes are mirrors of divine energy. Have you not noticed that when you lock eyes with someone, something happens? Sometimes they feel peace, as if their anxiety has melted. Other times they feel exposed, as if their lies cannot survive. Sometimes a stranger opens up their whole heart to you after only meeting you once, saying, "I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I feel like I can trust you." That is not normal. That is spiritual. Your eyes carry healing, conviction, and light. When you look at someone, you are not only seeing them, they are seeing themselves reflected in you. This is why some people are drawn to you without knowing why, and why others feel threatened in your presence. Your eyes carry the light of heaven, and light always exposes darkness. This is not something you can control. It is simply who you are. The fourth revelation is this: your vision has always been attacked because it carries direction. When you were younger, you may have struggled with identity, with not knowing who you were. Your self-image was attacked. You looked in the mirror and saw flaws instead of glory. That was not an accident. The enemy knows that if he can distort how you see yourself, he can distort how you see your calling. But here is the truth, chosen one: your eyes were not given to you to shame yourself. They were given to you to see destiny. The moment you look in the mirror and see yourself through heaven's eyes, your whole life shifts. You stop walking like a victim and begin walking like a vessel. You stop doubting and begin declaring. Your vision for yourself must align with God's vision for you, because once it does, you will never again allow lies to cloud your sight. The fifth revelation is this: your eyes are portals of warfare. Do you realize that when you weep, your tears are not only emotional, they are spiritual weapons? Every tear you shed while praying, Every cry you released while interceding has been collected in the courts of heaven. The psalmist declared, "You keep track of all my sorrows. You have collected all my tears in your bottle." Your eyes are not weak because they cry. They are powerful because they release prayer, compassion, and warfare. Your tears are prophetic and they shake the spiritual realm. This is why the enemy has tried to make you ashamed of your tears, to make you believe your emotions are weakness. But heaven says otherwise. Your weeping has been watering seeds of destiny. Chosen ones, these revelations are not abstract. They are practical. They affect how you live, how you walk, how you discern. If you see something in a person that feels off, trust it. If your dreams speak to you, write them down and pray over them. If people are drawn to your eyes, know it is because heaven is shining through you. If you struggle with self-image, remember that your eyes were not meant for self-condemnation, but for vision and destiny. If you cry in prayer, know that heaven receives those tears as power. These are the lessons of your prophetic sight, and when you begin to honor them, your path will open. But there is one more truth I must speak into your spirit. Your vision is not only for yourself, it is for others. You were given prophetic eyes to guide, to heal, and to protect. There are people who will avoid destruction because you warned them. There are souls who will find clarity because you saw the truth. There are generations who will walk in light because you refused to bow to deception. Never think your vision is wasted. Never think your gift is too small. Every time you see truth, every time you discern danger, every time you hold firm when others are blinded, you are fulfilling your mission. So, chosen ones, open your eyes again, not just physically, but spiritually. Look at your life not as random struggles, but as evidence of your calling. Recognize the signs, accept the lessons, walk in the revelation that your eyes are prophetic windows, and when you do, your life will become a testimony that no darkness can deny. Chosen ones, now hear me with your spirit. Everything you have endured, everything you have seen, every tear that has fallen from your eyes has not been in vain. You were never ordinary. You were never just another face in the crowd. You were marked from the beginning, set apart before you were born, chosen to carry eyes that do not merely see the surface, but pierce into eternity. You may have doubted it. You may have wrestled with it, but heaven declares today that your eyes are prophetic windows, and no force of darkness can shut them. Do you realize what it means to be chosen? It means you walk with protection that others cannot see. It means the same light that shines through your eyes also surrounds your life. This is why you survive battles that should have destroyed you. This is why you endured seasons of blindness and confusion, yet came out stronger. This is why you faced betrayal and heartbreak, yet still see clearly. Because you are covered, because your mission has not expired, because heaven has decreed that your vision will be fulfilled. Lift your head, chosen one. You have spent too long questioning whether you are too broken, too wounded, too misunderstood to carry such a calling. But let me remind you of the words of Scripture. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you as a prophet to the nations. If God could say this to Jeremiah, a young man trembling at his own inadequacy, he says the same to you. You were formed with vision in mind. Your eyes were crafted as instruments of divine purpose. And though you have felt the weight of rejection, though you have endured the sting of being misunderstood, none of it cancels your calling. In fact, it confirms it. I want you to let this sink deep into your spirit. The reason the world could not understand you is because you are not of this world. You are in it, but not of it. Your eyes were tuned to heaven's frequency, so of course those bound to earthly illusions could not recognize your gift. But heaven recognizes it. The angels that walk beside you recognize it. Even the forces of darkness recognize it. That is why they tremble when you enter the room. That is why they scatter when your eyes lock with theirs. That is why your presence shifts atmospheres. You are not just looking, you are carrying light. And light always overcomes darkness. And listen to me carefully. Your trials have not weakened your vision. They have sharpened it. Every season of pain has been polishing your sight. Every betrayal taught you to discern deeper. Every disappointment taught you to see beyond the surface. Every tear you shed washed away the fog that tried to cover your eyes. And now you stand on the other side, no longer blind, no longer doubting, but seeing with clarity that can no longer be denied. Your scars are not proof of defeat, they are proof of survival. And survival is proof that your mission is not finished. Chosen ones, you must know this. Your eyes are not only prophetic windows, they are weapons of victory. With them, you discern danger before it comes. With them, you see paths where others see walls. With them, you recognize the voice of God even when the noise of the world tries to drown it out. You have been entrusted with a vision that others cannot handle, and that vision will carry you through the storms ahead. Fear not the darkness, for your eyes shine with a light the darkness cannot comprehend. Fear not the enemy, for every time you open your eyes, heaven watches with you. Fear not the future, for your vision is already connected to the one who holds tomorrow. Hear me, chosen ones. The world has told you that seeing too much is a burden. Heaven tells you it is a blessing. The world has told you that your tears are weakness. Heaven tells you they are power. The world has told you that your difference makes you strange. Heaven tells you it makes you chosen. Do not allow the lies of man to override the truth of God. You are a vessel of vision, and what you carry is sacred. Think of the eagle soaring high above the earth. Its vision is unmatched. It can see prey miles away while others stumble blindly. That is who you are in the Spirit. You were never meant to crawl with those who live in shadows. You were meant to rise, to see from above, to discern what is hidden from the common eye. And because you are an eagle, you cannot remain caged. Your eyes are meant for the skies, for the heights, for the realms where others cannot go. Do not let the cage of fear, shame, or doubt close your vision again. You were born to see. And let me tell you, the very fact that you are still here is proof that your mission is divine. If the enemy could have blinded you completely, he would have. If he could have destroyed you, he would have. But you are still standing, and more than that, you are seeing clearer than ever. You are awakening to who you are. You are remembering that you are not simply surviving, you are chosen to triumph. Chosen ones, I speak this over you. Your eyes will no longer carry confusion, but clarity. Your tears will no longer be wasted, but will water harvests of destiny. Your vision will no longer be mocked, but will be vindicated. Those who rejected you will one day understand why you were different. Those who tried to cloud your sight will one day marvel at the clarity you carry. You will not stumble in darkness, because the lamp of heaven burns within your eyes. Take courage. Walk boldly. Declare with confidence that your eyes are prophetic windows, for the one who gave you this gift is faithful to protect it. The same God who opened the eyes of Elisha's servant to see the angelic army will open yours to see the protection surrounding you. The same Christ who healed the blind man with clay and water will heal every distortion of your self-image. The same Spirit that gave John visions on the island will continue to give you dreams, insights, and revelations. You are not ordinary, you are not forsaken, you are chosen, and your eyes are the proof. So let your gaze be steady. Let your vision be fearless. Let your sight declare the truth of heaven everywhere you walk. For you are more than a witness. You are a prophet in disguise, a seer hidden in plain sight, a vessel carrying light in your eyes. And from this day forward, no force of darkness will dim your vision again. Chosen ones, as we come to the close of this message, I want you to pause for just a moment and breathe deeply, because what you have heard is not just words, it is confirmation, it is awakening, it is heaven reminding you of what you already carried, but may have forgotten under the weight of this world. Your eyes, yes, your very eyes, are not simply organs of flesh. They are prophetic windows. They are sacred instruments through which light shines, truth is revealed, and destiny is confirmed. You may have doubted this before. You may have thought you were imagining things, overanalyzing, or just being too sensitive. But no, chosen one, what you have seen, what you have discerned, what you have felt in the depths of your vision, it was real, it was divine. And it was entrusted to you because you have a mission that is greater than the ordinary. Heaven has placed a mantle over your sight, and from this day forward you must no longer see it as a burden, but as a blessing. Look back at your life. Every time you saw something before it happened, every time you looked into someone's eyes and recognized the truth they were hiding, every time your dreams spoke louder than words, every time your tears watered your prayers, those were not random events. They were prophetic encounters. They were signposts reminding you of who you are, and who you are is chosen. The journey has not been easy, has it? You've been misunderstood, rejected, and sometimes even mocked for what you see. But hear me, rejection was never your ending. It was your redirection. The people who could not handle your light were never meant to walk your full path. The moments of loneliness were not punishment. They were preparation. Every season you walk through has been shaping you into a vessel strong enough to carry this vision. You are stronger now, you are wiser now, and you are ready to embrace what you once feared. So I speak this blessing over you right now. May your eyes be clear, may your vision be sharp, may your discernment be unshakable. May you never again doubt the voice of God that speaks through your sight. May every veil that tried to cover your eyes be torn away. May every lie that told you you're crazy or you're too much be silenced forever. You are not too much. You are exactly enough, because you were chosen by the one who makes no mistakes. Chosen ones, from this moment on, walk with boldness. When you look in the mirror, do not see flaws, see prophecy. Do not see weakness, see destiny. Do not see ordinary, see chosen. For the same eyes that have wept in secret will one day shine before the nations. The same eyes that carried sorrow will one day behold glory. The same eyes that were rejected will one day be honored. You are walking into a season where your vision will no longer be a hidden struggle, but a public testimony. And let me remind you, you are not walking alone. Every time you open your eyes, heaven opens with you. Every time you see something no one else notices, it is because God has entrusted you with that insight. Every time you discern what others ignore, it is because heaven trusts your sight. Do not be afraid. Do not shrink back. Do not hide your gift any longer. You are not cursed. You are not strange. You are chosen. Now, I want you to reflect for a moment. Think of the times when your eyes revealed truth before anyone else knew. Think of the dreams that showed you what was coming. Think of the moments when strangers said there was something powerful in your gaze. These were not accidents, these were confirmations, and I want you to carry them in your heart as proof that heaven has always been with you. Before I close, I want to invite you into something deeper. If this message has spoken to you, if you feel in your spirit that this was for you, then let your voice be heard. Share your story. Comment below about the times your vision revealed truth, the times your dreams guided you, the times your eyes carried weight others could not understand. When you share, you do more than speak. You activate. You remind another chosen one who is listening right now that they are not alone. You form a community of visionaries, all walking in the same light, all awakening together. And if you have not yet done so, I encourage you, subscribe, stay connected, because this journey is not over. This is only the beginning. There are deeper revelations to come, mysteries yet to be unveiled, truths that will continue to affirm who you are and what you carry. By staying here, you stay connected to the voice of awakening that heaven is releasing through this very moment. But more than subscribing, more than liking, more than commenting, I want you to carry this truth into your life. You are chosen, your eyes are prophetic, and your mission is unstoppable. Every time you wake up in the morning and look into the mirror, I want you to remember, I am not ordinary. My eyes carry light. My vision carries destiny. My sight carries prophecy. Declare it, speak it aloud, walk in it, because heaven is not silent over your life. Heaven is moving, guiding, and confirming. Chosen ones, I leave you with this blessing. May your nights be filled with visions of hope. May your days be filled with clarity of purpose. May your tears water gardens of breakthrough. May your sight never again be clouded by lies or darkness. May you walk boldly in the knowing that you are not forgotten, not forsaken, not abandoned. You are chosen. And because you are chosen, your eyes will see what others cannot, and your life will shine with light that darkness cannot overcome. You are no longer walking blind. You are walking with vision. You are no longer doubting. You are walking in faith. You are no longer questioning. You are walking in destiny, and the world will never be the same because you chose to see. So rise up, chosen ones. The world is waiting for your vision. The heavens are celebrating your awakening, and your eyes, your beautiful prophetic eyes, are about to behold the glory you were born to see.